Hey folks, today we're doing something really incredible. I am so excited to incorporate some sauces from Saucecraft by Ventura Foods into some amazing dishes that'll enhance the flavors in your menu and really satisfy your customers. As much as I love making a homemade sauce from scratch, if I know I have these amazing flavors that exist in Saucecraft sauces that are ready-made, I can incorporate this into a ton of different dishes in the kitchen without adding too much extra work, which can help streamline your pantry and control costs. Now the goal for us today is to be bold, innovative, and unique. I'm gonna be using this Caribbean jerk sauce, and I know what you're thinking. The obvious choices are a jerk chicken or some wings, but no, we're gonna be taking the flavors of this Caribbean jerk sauce to other countries in some really interesting dishes. 73% of consumers are more likely to visit restaurants that offer new flavors, so we're gonna be making two unexpected dishes, a Chinese steamed pork belly bun and a Korean fried chicken, both that feature this Caribbean jerk sauce. So I also wanted to do a little taste test before we dive into this. You can see that beautiful color and that beautiful texture there. All right, let's give it a little taste. Wow. This is a really complex sauce. You can really taste all the different little intricacies and flavors and details here. You've got some of the acidity from the lime and the vinegar, you've got some of the spiciness from the peppers, and then it's all rounded out by the tomatoes and thyme. It's a really well balanced, yet really delicious sauce. So we're starting off with our fried chicken. One of the reasons I love Korean fried chicken is because it's fried twice for an extra crunch, and the marinade is really just onions and garlic to tenderize the meat a little bit. So we just take our onions and garlic, pop it into a bag with our drumsticks along with some salt and pepper, and let it marinate for a few hours. For the coating of our fried chicken, we use a 50-50 cornstarch and flour mixture, and we just want our wings to be nicely coated so that they fry properly. For the frying process, we start off at a lower temperature, 330 degrees, for about 8 minutes to get that first layer of crispiness. Make sure you turn it occasionally as well, then you're gonna let it rest for a few minutes, heat that oil up to 375, and then fry it again for another minute or two, making sure you watch it so it doesn't burn. After that, we just glaze it with our Caribbean jerk sauce, and I thought it would be fun to make this a golden chicken because it really is a top tier piece of chicken. You can also dip it in some more of that jerk sauce for an extra punch of flavor, but there we have it, our Korean Caribbean fried chicken. Just look at this absolutely beautiful chicken. Who wouldn't want to order this off the menu? All right, time to give it a taste. Wow. That is incredible, my goodness. Okay, so this recipe gets you an incredibly crispy exterior because we fried that chicken twice, then we've glazed it with the Caribbean jerk sauce to take it to the next level. Honestly, I'm super impressed by this. Saucecraft sauces are crafted by industry-leading experts that have over 3 decades of sauce making experience, so you know that this is a super high quality product. There's really no need to create a new sauce when you have one that's as good as this. Now moving on to our steamed buns, this is a little bit more of an involved process. It's a recipe that's a bit more finicky and intricate, but the result is out of this world. Every steamed bun starts with some amazing, well, buns, obviously. This recipe is similar to most doughs you'll see. You start by mixing together your dry ingredients, then mix together your wet ingredients, then mix the two together, and we'll start with a spoon because it's a little bit wet, but when you can handle it with your hands, go ahead and start kneading that dough for a good 10 minutes. Also, if you don't want to do this by hand, you can definitely put everything into a mixer and run it on medium speed with a dough hook until it's ready to go as well. After this, oil up a large bowl, drop your dough in, and cover it with a damp towel. We're gonna let it rise until it doubles in size, or for about 2 hours. But let's move on to preparing our pork belly. Even though it takes a long time, this pork belly is really simple. You put it in a pot with some chicken or vegetable stock, some sugar, rice wine, and chopped up ginger and garlic, bring it to a boil, then let it simmer for 2 hours. The great thing about this recipe is you can literally replace the pork belly with whatever filling you want. If you want a vegan version, feel free to cook up some maitake mushrooms, and it'll taste incredible as well. Once our dough is risen, we're gonna shape them into the classic bun shape by placing a chopstick down the middle and folding along that crease. After this, we'll cover them up and let our buns rest for another hour until we're ready to go. The fillings here are classic Chinese fillings. Cilantro and chopped up cashews complement this dish perfectly. Once our buns are ready, we steam them for 15 minutes, and at the same time, we chop up our cooked pork belly and fry it in a pan to crisp up the edges a little bit. After we fried our pork belly, we'll add in some of that Caribbean jerk sauce that we love so much, mix it all up with our meat, and then we're done. For assembly, we just create our little steamed bun, and we really want to try to pack that pork belly in there. Definitely don't skimp on meat here. Once we've done that, we're actually going to pair it with a little salad using just a touch of that jerk sauce for some acidity and heat. And we're going to save a few pieces of that juicy pork belly to top our salad, and then we'll place our pork belly bun in. So there we have it, our Caribbean steamed pork belly bun. All right, time to try our pork belly bun out. Wow. That is so, oh my God. This is so good. Now what I love about this recipe is you've got a beautifully fatty pork belly that's paired wonderfully with those flavors from the Caribbean jerk sauce, and then everything is sort of tied together with that delicious homemade steamed bun. It's a really unique take on a traditional Chinese steamed bun, and the dish turned out absolutely incredibly. Alright, so what's the final verdict? These Saucecraft sauces are incredible. Honestly, it takes off so much of the pressure of creating an innovative recipe because I can go back and focus on those core ingredients and know that I have incredible sauce ready-made that I can incorporate into the dish in any way I want. If you're a restaurant operator, you have to check out the Saucecraft website so you can check out this Caribbean jerk sauce along with all of their other sauces. So definitely check that link in the bio so you can take a look at these sauces. So today we've made some Chinese steamed buns with our Caribbean jerk sauce as a glaze. We've also made some Korean fried chicken using this Caribbean jerk sauce as well. These recipes are absolutely incredible, and honestly, I can't wait to see what you all make. See ya!